Day 19, Vlogmas. It was a slow morning, and now I need to run out and get like some stocking stuffers, and I need another thing or two for her teachers. I knew that was gonna happen. Yay! I think John's gonna go out on the motorcycle again today, although it is very cold. We have a few more things to drop off, and last weekend the people we needed to drop them off to weren't gonna be home, so yeah, that's gonna be a cold ride. Should have turned my heat down because it's probably very loud in the car, sitting at a light, a very long light. So yeah, so that's the start of my day. I am hoping to crank socks today. I'm hoping to show you guys my speedster machine. That'll be fun. I'd like to get another pair cranked for a few people. What's Daddy doing? Huh? What are we doing again today, Hayes?
We're talking on
Yeah?
and I'm ringing my bell.
And you're ringing your bell. All right, girl. Doing?
We're opening this new Lego set from Serafina and Griffin. It's actually a jewelry box.
Yeah.
Here's like mirror pictures. It comes with 2 sheets of pink.
And it comes with this big book, so we're gonna probably fast forward a lot of us putting it together.
Yeah, and we also have the sticker, and the mirror sticker actually can shoot your face.
Shoot your face.
Well, you can see it.
You can see your reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so we built that Lego thing, and right at one of the end of the clips, Hazel spilled her whole hot chocolate all over the table. So I had to stop, clean that up. It's now done. And now I want to try to crank some socks. I want to do the whole sock. I want to do a hung hem, I want to do the heel, and I want to do either stop and hand knit the toe, or do a short row toe and then kitchenette closed. So this is my Erlbacher Gearhart Speedster machine. I was very lucky this year and won a contest at my work, and I was able to purchase this machine with about 2/3 of those winnings. So that was really cool. I would have not been able to do that or put the money out if it wasn't for that. So yeah, I can show more about it. I don't know how much I'm going to show, but I'm gonna definitely show sped up clips of me doing stuff. So I do have to wind some more yarn onto these cones, and I use my drill attachment to do that. If you follow me on my regular podcast, you already have seen quite a few of this processes, whatever you want to call it. So, but I do have to get some yarn prepped because it flows much better from off of the cone. So let's do this. So one of the first things you have to do is you have to put your setup bonnet on your machine, and then you put waste yarn on your setup bonnet, you crank a few rows, and then you start cranking on your main yarn that you're going to use. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so now that I've done that and I've cranked 10 rows, I am going to do a hung hem, which means I'm going to take the first stitch, not the waste yarn, which was green, take the first row of stitches and hang them double on the hooks, and that'll be like a hung hem. So I'll have like a 10 row hem, 10 row like top to my sock. That's the plan. Excuse me while I correct myself. I need to do 20 rows. That gives me a 10 row hem. This will only give me 5. So I need to undo this, and I might have to restart the whole thing. We'll find out, because I have not used my machine in quite some time, and I am not well versed in it really either. So, and I'm having troubles already getting these off. So you guys might not end up seeing a sock being completed, because I have not done this probably in a few months. I've only cranked tubes, and what you didn't see is I had to do the hung hem 3 times because I kept messing up. It's very frustrating. It's a huge learning curve, and when you don't do it like every day, I feel like to get practice I'm sure, you know, it's like riding a bike. If you're not doing it all the time, well, you never really forget how to ride a bike, do you? Yeah, so I'm at the heel, and I want to go puke because I don't want to have to redo this again. It just takes practice, and I might not have something to show you guys, so sorry. If I'm not stressed out of my mind doing this, it's ridiculous. All right, so here was the bonnet. Here was that waste yarn, which went all the way down to there. Those were my cast on stitches with the pink. Then I did my hung hem. That's why it's folded that way. And then I cranked for 40 rows. I did my short row heel. I did 80 rows because these are for my mama. They look awfully long. I'm not quite sure if 80 rows was right. And then once you do the foot, this is where the toe gets Kitchenered closed, like that. I gotta see if that's the right length. That looks awfully long. Alright, it's the end of day 19. We decided to go and get crab cakes, which I had a video in there a little bit of. And that is like our favorite local restaurant. It's called Schultz's. And their crab cakes are so good. You get one crab cake, I mean really jumbo lump, no filler if you want a good crab cake, and 2 sides for I think it's $17, and that's really not bad. Seafood is expensive, so alright, so I showed you some terrible video and me being very frustrated at my machine, but I have now cranked out both socks. The other one I have to Kitchener the toe. This was the first one, which I feel like has a lot of imperfections only because it was the first one, and the second one I knew what I was doing a little better and I did it, you know, a little better. I have to Kitchener it and see how better that part looks. But so again, that's the hung hem. I've now taken it off of that waist yarn. So you have like a 10-row cuff, which is still really, really stretchy. I did a 40-row leg, which I wish I would have done more now. There's my short row heel. There's my foot. And then when you do the short row toe, it's hard to explain, but it's the same as you do the heel, but then you join in the round and you keep going. But when you are doing the short row toe, you're going around and around until you get to that point, and then you're only doing the short rows, decreasing, and then you increase, and then you have this on waist yarn. Stitches on this side and stitches here is all on waist yarn, and then you Kitchener the toe. I'm doing still something wrong with my short rows. I need to watch a few more videos. And this one, I Kitchenered really terribly, or my stitches weren't oriented correctly when I took it off the waist yarn, because look at that terrible Kitchener. Oh well. I put it on my foot. It is a little bit bigger than my foot, which is perfect because that is the size of my mom. My mom's women's 11, but they, you know, these stretch a lot. So I did the second one, and this one looks better already. Now this one I haven't taken off of the bonnet. So here's the waist yarn, here's the hung hem, there's my short row heel, my foot, and then here's what I was explaining. You are going in a circle all the way around until here, and then you do your short rows, and then you make your rows again, and then what kind of looks like a fish mouth, you're gonna close that up and Kitchener that together. So I'm gonna pick these stitches up in heat from the inside off this waist yarn and make sure my stitches are oriented correctly and close that up. I'll probably show you guys tomorrow the finished pair. But yeah, I know I have a lot of footage to kind of piece together. It's been a day, but I just know I need to practice more and do more with these, and I'll get a better short row going, and hopefully one that's not as holy. Although I'm using a wrap and turn short row on the machine, I maybe need to just look up a different one because this one's not giving me the results I really love. So there you go. I hope you all had a wonderful day 19, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.